So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So earlier today, I saw an Instagram video that was talking about how there are single women who are home buyers who are outpacing single men home buyers, right? And we're gonna go ahead and react to that video, and I want to go ahead and highlight it. So I'll go ahead and play it, and then highlight what they're talking about, and also give opinion on it as well. And then also, I hope that you guys give your opinion in the chat. All right, so let's go ahead and let me share my screen. All right, here it is right here. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. So I believe this guy, MG the mortgage guy. This is him, and he is affiliated to Earn Your Leisure. So you know them Earn Your Leisure folks. They over here then press Pocket Watch with JT. So we go ahead and see what this guy has to say.
And buyers are outpacing men, but not without sacrifice. Single women home buyers dropped to a recent low of 15% in 2015, but since 2015, the share of single women has risen to a recent high of 19%. The share of single men stayed in recent years between 7 and 9% of the buyers. There's a lot of women out there that are truly independent, and they are not waiting for us guys to get our ish together. I'm all for this.
I represent more women that are not in relationships and they are purchasing property. They are not waiting for that knight in shining armor to buy their properties. What we are noticing is some women are out earning their men. A lot of women are choosing business and their careers over marriages. They're not waiting anymore.
All right, so you guys just saw that. Let's go ahead and give our opinion. Well, let's rewatch it again and kind of break it down, because, like, I think she said it at the end. It highlights a lot of the things that, of course, Kevin Samuels would talk about, and I have actually noticed that as well, since I started dating and stuff like that. Like, whenever I meet like career-driven women who are college educated, doing extremely well for themselves, making even more money than me, they usually already have a house. Just interesting. Either a house or they already have a dog. That's usually what I notice. All right. I haven't met too many women with cats though. That's one thing. All right. So let's go ahead and see. Let's break down the video again.
Single women buyers are outpacing men, but not without sacrifice. Single women home buyers dropped to a recent low of 15% in 2015, but since 2015, the share of single women has risen to a recent high of 19%. The share of single men stayed in recent years between 7 and 9% of the buyers. There's a lot of women out there that are truly independent, and they are not waiting for us guys to get our ish together.
All right. So let me just go ahead and break this down. When he says they're truly independent, I mean, can you really say that for, like, just because you own a house does not mean that you're completely independent. There's probably some help that they're getting along the way as well, that they may actually depend on it. And you can never really truly be completely independent, because if your business fails, you're dependent on the check that you're going to get from your business. And then if you have a 9 to 5 job or a job, then you're dependent on your paycheck to come in for you to have this house, right? You're dependent to some degree for something. Some money needs to come into place. And because you're dependent on these types of things, that is what drives you to be able to do better in life, and then also to continue working, right? And then it's going to be a great transition into our next topic as well, when we're going to be talking about retiring early. And I'm sure you guys have heard of like the FIRE movement, right? So financial independence, retire early. If you guys don't know, there's multiple different types of FIRE, and we're just going to go over this short article But let me go ahead and finish off with this video.
I'm all for this.
I represent more women that are not in relationships and they are purchasing property. They are not waiting for that knight in shining armor to buy their properties. What we are noticing is some women are out earning their men. A lot of women are choosing business.
All right, that's another thing she says. She says a lot of women are out earning their men. Well, you just said they're single. How are they out earning their men if they don't have a man? Okay. In addition to that, we had a live stream a little while ago. Hopefully, you guys remember where we discussed how men should not move in with a woman. They should not move into into a woman's house, and it's more so like the grand scheme of things. It is because of respect. That is the primary reason as to why not. And also, you're making yourself more vulnerable to actually get kicked out of somebody's house. And as a man, there's really nothing that's going to be helping you to like fall back on your feet. You have to bring yourself back up a lot of the time. There's not like it's not like you can just move in back in with your parents a lot of the time. Not everybody has that same situation. And then also, as a man, everybody looks down on you if you're homeless. Right? If you're homeless as a man, everybody's like, oh, you just didn't work hard enough. If you're homeless as a woman, everybody wants to help you out. Everybody wants to, help you, get you some, pay you some money, whatever it is, because you're the fairer sex. So you generally are going to get a lot more help as a woman as opposed to a man. That's another reason that we brought up in that video as to why a man should not move in with a woman. You want to be able to have control over your own situation, right? Doing that, you are giving up control. If anything, the best scenario would be for a man and a woman to buy a house together. That would be the best scenario for both parties involved. And the guy who was first, right? MG, the mortgage guy who was first, he says they're buying homes at a sacrifice. Now, what exactly does he mean by that sacrifice? Is he saying that women who buy these homes are sacrificing their relationships? I think that's what he's saying, right? Of course, I'm not going to put words in his mouth, but that's what I'm inferring from this, even though it's